guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, hi, my name's Lou and welcome to Lumazing. It all started in 2010, right? I know, in 2010. When my sister got accepted to a university in Namibia, we took her to the airport. There was a time we took her to the airport. I think the first time she went by bus or something, I can't remember. But yeah, there was a time we took her to the airport, and then when coming back from the airport, my parents were like, just work hard and we're also going to be bringing you to the airport so that you can go abroad for your studies. And so in that moment, I was thinking, my grade 3 self was thinking, yeah, people who go abroad pass number 1, so I need to pass number 1. And so throughout primary, every single term I would pass number 1. Except grade 6 term 1, I passed number 4. My friend Belletina passed number 1. Shout out to Belletina. In grade 7, I got 832. Yeah, I got 832, and then I was accepted to go to a national technical school, and I was super excited, like, yeah, we made it national. And so I felt like the creme de la creme, okay? Like, being in a national school, every single time would be told, you guys are the cream of the nation, you guys are the ones, like, you're the brains of this country. And I was like, okay. I wrote my grade 9 and I passed. I got 535 and I was super excited. That's like 535 out of 600. So I was super excited, and I was like, yeah, we're making it, we're going to go abroad. I think it was when I was in grade 9, my brother had been accepted to go to Algeria to study computer science and mathematics. So in my head, I was thinking, wow, my sister went to Namibia, my brother has gone to Algeria, also me, I'm going to go. And then my parents would constantly tell me, yeah, you're doing really good in school, that's amazing, just keep working hard and you're going to go abroad. Okay. I was looking at University of Liverpool, I was looking at Manchester University, I was looking at Cape Town University if I were to study in Africa, yeah? Cape Town University, Stellenbosch, like, oh, just give me. So yeah, my parents were like, okay, we're going to make it happen, what, you just do your part, get really good grades, and you'll go abroad. While I was at the National Technical School, I mentioned, we were always taught, like I said, like, we're the cream of the nation, we're this, we need to be studying and what, okay, cool. And then whenever the teachers would like stand in front to teach, they would give a pep talk like, yeah, I believe in you guys, I believe in this class, you guys are super smart, I know you're going to make it, not even at UNZA, CB, what, no, in this class, I'm just seeing UK, I'm just seeing China, I'm seeing Russia, I'm seeing Australia, Melbourne University, I'm seeing, and we're like, amen, we receive. But so we were there like, yes. So I was very excited. Back home, everybody's just like, work hard so that you can get good grades to get you in a nice school out of the country. At the secondary school I attended, the teachers were saying if you get really good points at grade 12, you can go out of the country. So in my head, okay, from 2010 to 2019 when I completed, I just used to think going abroad was the ultimate goal. I felt like only smart people go abroad. I felt like only people who do great things in life go abroad. I felt like abroad is the key to success. Basically, if you study abroad, you are a genius. If you study abroad, you will be successful. If you study abroad, you're going to make it in life. If you study abroad, everything will be amazing for you. That's what I was thinking, okay, for a very long time, like from 2010, like I said, till I think second year of university. Anyway, so I wrote my grade 12 exam in 2019 and I got all distinctions. Yeah, I got all distinctions. I got 6 first class distinctions and 2 second class distinctions. That's basically 6 points. I got 1s in 6 subjects and 2s in 2 subjects. So everything till that point was going according to my plan in my head and how I pictured things, right? And so I even started researching universities, checking out YouTubers who go to those universities. Like I remember I was watching A Day in the Life of a Stellenbosch student, and I was like, that is going to be me, baby. There are times when I would even wake up, check my window, and I'm like, yeah, this dust I'm seeing for in Zambia can never be me. Can never be me. In an aqua snow, white pansy. I was super excited. I still am, even when I talk about it now. I still feel like, oh my goodness. Anyway, so 2020 came, and that was the year I was either supposed to do A-levels to get me to a university in South Africa or a university in the UK. Also, that's why I talk about the UK so much, because I really wanted to go there. I still do, by the way. Unfortunately, plans changed. Now, this is where everything just starts going down. January 2020, I was like, okay, I'm going to university this year, probably in September, and I was thinking I will go to South Africa or to Canada or to the UK. South Africa, Canada, or the UK. These are like the three options on my list. These are the countries I wanted to go to. So February came and there were no signs of abroad. If anything, my parents even stopped talking about it. My parents even stopped talking about it, and I was like, okay, what's going on? One day my dad tells me, have you been checking out universities? And I was like, yeah, I was looking at Edinburgh, I don't know, it's a university in the UK. I was like, yeah, I was checking that out. And then I also checked out Melbourne in Australia, but I was also looking at Cape Town University. I didn't know blah 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 with Stellenbosch blah blah blah. And my dad goes like, oh, okay, have you also checked out Mulungushi University or Unilas? Ati? March 2020, COVID hit and it was everywhere. So like my dad got sick and he got a really bad flu. We never tested for COVID, so I'm not sure what that was. But yeah, everybody in the house got that as well. But then we got better. My sister, brother, and I, and my mom, we were fine, but my dad wasn't. And in that moment, it was like, oh my goodness. I was just super scared. Like, what if he... Yeah. One day, my mom comes up to me and she's like, yo, your dad isn't well and he's worried about your school. He's saying, you told him you want to go out of the country, and like, he also wants you to go out of the country, but here's the situation at hand, okay? Going out of the country is going to be super expensive. What, blah, 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 explanations. And then she's like, look, he is worried, okay, and he's sick. So just tell him you're going to be fine going to a Zambian university and it's okay. And I was like, mommy, I can't, mommy, no. That time, I was just thinking, only smart people go abroad. Only geniuses go abroad. Only people who make it in life go abroad. And I was thinking, if you stay in Zambia, you won't make it. Like, if you stay in Zambia, what's in Zambia? There's no this, there's no, like, the quality of education is not, you know, it's not top notch compared to Oxford, compared to Harvard, compared to Cape Town University. If you check best universities in Zambia, if you check best universities in the world, Zambia is number 2000 and I don't know. And then you want me to study in Zambia? Yeah. I refuse. I was like, mommy. And then my mom is like, he is going to be fine, but for now, you want to go to university this year. He also wants you to go to university this year. And the best thing is, just tell him you're fine with going to university in the country. And I was like, no, I'm not. Every single time my mom and I were alone, she would remind me, like, you can go out of the country for your masters. That's not a problem. But for now, we just want you to be in university. And I was like, but from way back, we have never ever included Zambian University in our plans. Now today I refused. Fast forward, I finally make peace with it, and I'm like, okay, fine, it's not that bad as long as I don't go to UNZA or CBU. Guys, I'm so sorry, but I didn't UNZA, CBU, no, I did not want to go to UNZA or CBU at all. I approached my dad sometime later, like after my reflection and whatever. I go to my dad and I'm like, are we applying for university? Then he's like, yeah, we are. I'm like, which university have you been looking at? What? And then this time I'm like, I was looking at Zambian universities and I think they are not bad. Then he's like, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah, they're not bad. Then he's like, so which university would you like to go to? Then I was like, not CBU, not UNZA. And he's like, of course. And I'm like, okay, I'm glad we're on the same page. And then we laughed. And then he's like, okay, so if not these two, which university? And I was like, I want to go to UNILAS. And then my dad was like, okay. He's like, UNILAS. And I'm like, yeah, because it's the only one that's offering actuarial science besides UNZA at the time. Okay, now Mulungushi also offers it, but anyway. And I wanted to do actuarial science, so I was like, it's the only one that's offering actuarial science, and I don't want to do NS. I want to go directly into my program, and yeah, that's it. Then my dad was like, okay, what about Mulungushi University? And I was like, it's not bad. It's not bad. I had been to the university, so I saw it and I was like, okay, this isn't bad. I can actually be here. The next day, he brings application forms that he got online. And I'm like, it's getting real. Cool. So we fill in the application form, what. Following day, we take the form to the Mulungushi University office behind DK. And yeah, we took it at like 9 hours. By 11:30, 11:45, I remember, because we were about to make lunch. 12:45, around 12:45, we get a call. You've been accepted to Mulungushi University. Please come get your acceptance form and your what. I was like, okay. So throughout this whole time, I'm just thinking, okay, yeah, I'm going to Mulungushi, but I'm going to go abroad, like, it's just for now, but I'll go abroad. Cool. So I told my parents, like, oh, they called me and told me that I've been accepted, so we need to pick up the acceptance letter. Just there and then we had lunch and we went to get the acceptance form. We got the acceptance form. The next day, they paid my fees. And I was like, okay. So we are stuck in Zambia. Fast forward to somewhere around August, I started, like, getting ready to go to Mulungushi University. So I came onto YouTube to, like, look for YouTubers who are at Mulungushi University. At the time, I found African Slice, Ashley Womba. So I did find many YouTubers who were making YouTube videos about the university. Fast forward, we open in phases because of COVID again. So we did like online learning for a bit, and so in my head it didn't click that I was in university, in a Zambian university, because it was online learning and I was home. So I was like, not that deep. Cool. Now when I went to campus, that's where everything just university starts, and my program mathematics and statistics required me to do natural sciences. And I was like, what? I was running away from NS and then I'm here doing NS. I felt very, very bad. I do my first semester of university, and then my results come out and I failed. I got a B plus in mathematics, a C in chemistry, a D in physics, and a D in biology. A D simply means that you failed and you'd have to repeat that particular course the next semester in your next year. Everything was just crumbling down. This once bright student in primary and secondary goes to a Zambian university and just doesn't make it. Simply fails. I was what you hear. I was the narrative that is spoken about or spoken of. How you go to a Zambian university, even if you're a bright student, you're going to fail. That was me. You get 6 points in Zambia, awe, 30, 6 points. Walaponya. That was me, and I failed. And then, like, everything just, it just made me feel, if I was abroad, all this wouldn't have happened. I would have continued being a good student. I would have been getting A plus. Now that I'm in Zambia, I'm even getting D's. I'm even repeating courses. Like, if I went abroad, all this wouldn't have happened. That's what I was thinking. Cool. Second semester comes, and I saw a Russian scholarship thing. And then I went to my parents like, guys, it's not too late. I can still go abroad. And they were like, you've already started. Anyway, yeah, so while I was at the school, I really felt like I'm still at MU by the way, but I really felt like if I went abroad, I would have been a good student, okay? I would have been getting A's, A plus, B plus if I've failed, like I wasn't going to go through all this failure business, all this repeating courses business. It was all new to me, honestly. I have never failed academically, and going there in first year with the wrong mindset, I completely flunked. And it made me feel horrible about myself. It made me feel like I'm not even a smart student anymore. So this whole time when I was fantasizing my time abroad, I used to imagine making videos like study with me, giving advice on how to study. I think on my previous channel, I even used to do that low-key. But then when I made this new channel and as I grew on YouTube, I just completely stopped that academic part of myself, or like that academic dream that I had on posting content about school. I just stopped. I stopped everything because I now felt like I'm dumb. I felt like I'm not smart. I'm not as smart as I used to be. I felt like, who gives advice? CA, you're already 3.5. You want to be advising your friend how to study. You're busy repeating courses. You want to be advising your friend how to study. Are you dumb? What? And so I never even had the courage to come up here and like make content about school, the content that I wanted to make, the content that I imagined myself making if I was abroad. Anyway, I started making different content, which was content about Mulungushi University. Why? Because when I was going to the university, I didn't have a clear picture of what it was like, okay? I didn't have a clear, I didn't know what to expect. And remember, I told you that I was checking for YouTubers at Mulungushi University just so I can know what the university is about or what it's like, and I didn't find any. So that was my opportunity, and that's why Lumazing was born, and that's why the Z student was born, in case you didn't know. I was just giving my own opinion based on my experience, just so somebody out there who wants to come to the university and doesn't know a thing about it, like, they'll know because of me. So yeah, that's what I did, and that kind of took my mind off being in a Zambian university. Anyway, second semester or first year comes and I clear it. It was amazing. I passed everything and that was good. Not with flying colors, but I passed. I wasn't repeating anything, okay? At this point, I just felt like, whatever comes, I bet I'm just going to fail, okay? I started telling myself, like, I bet I'm just going to fail. Even if I write exams, I'm going to fail. Like, I even gave up on studying, honestly, because it just felt like I'm a failure. It felt like I haven't achieved my goal of studying abroad. Therefore, I'm not a genius. Therefore, I'm not smart. Therefore, I'm not going to make it in life because now I'm in a Zambian university. And you know what people say about Zambian universities? They say things like, lecturers make you fail. They say things like, exams are difficult, like compared to out of the country because you're spoon-fed. And they say things like, nobody, like, it's difficult to graduate with a distinction in a Zambian university. And it just made me feel really bad. Because of all that negativity, I felt like a negative. Because of all the horrible things I heard about Zambian universities and how you can't succeed in them, I just felt like I'm not going to succeed. And I didn't even want to talk about this on my channel because it just made me feel, people should know that I failed. Yeah, and then I should be here. Oh, university. And you know what's funny? People think I'm smart. Okay, like I am, but like, they're always telling me, no, you're going to pass because you are smart. You're going to pass, you are smart. I'm like, guys, you do not know the grades in my student portal. You do not know that I'm getting D's this side. Remember I said I got a D in physics? So I was repeating physics and I failed it again. Like, and that just confirmed to me that I am dumb. Like, who fails something twice? Guys, I was like, nah. If I was abroad, all this wouldn't have happened. And I would beat myself about it. Like, why didn't I go abroad? Why didn't I study out of the country? Why? Like, what am I doing in Zambia? Until one day, I was watching that Z podcast. And by the way, me thinking, why didn't I study in Zambia? I mean, why didn't I study abroad? I'm only failing because I'm in Zambia. Like, I'm just basically feeding into the narrative, what. I wasn't even realizing that I'm making an impact on my YouTube channel. I wasn't realizing that I was home and not out of the country during that pandemic thing. Imagine being out of the country during the pandemic and the fear that you'd have, like, oh no, is my family okay? And you're not in touch with them. Oh, am I okay? Your family worrying about you. Like, it was just so much going on. And there are so many things I would have been or should have been grateful for, or for which I should have been grateful. But then I was overlooking all that and just dwelling on the fact that I'm failing because I haven't gone abroad. I'm failing because I'm in a Zambian university. I'm failing because people, like, all that. Anyway, so I was watching that Z podcast and there was a guest, Dumisani Nsue, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Dumisani. And one of the things that he said spoke deeply to me, okay? He said, you only succeed when you stop blaming other people or when you stop blaming your situation for who you are now. Basically, he was saying that every excuse that you may have for not doing your best or for not being where you want to be expires. Like, every excuse expires. You can't be 50 years and be saying, oh no, I didn't make it in life because I didn't study abroad. Imwe, you're even 80 years, ka? No, I didn't make it in life because I didn't study abroad. What about all the other opportunities you had? Okay? What about all the other resources that were to your advantage? You would have joined a sport. You would have done so many things. There's technology. There's talents. Why didn't you use all those things to get you to where you want to be or where you wanted to be? And so for me, that made me feel like, wow. Am I going to keep limiting myself just because I didn't study abroad? Like, am I going to keep failing just because I didn't study abroad? Like, I want to make content about females in mathematics. I want to make content about education. am I going to prevent myself from being an educationalist just because I didn't study abroad? Like, really? Really? And yeah, I repeated in first semester of first year and second semester of and first semester of second year. I did repeat. Is that going to stop me from being where I want to be? Okay, so that made me feel like, you know what? This is the turning point for me. I know I've had a very like academic journey from first year till now because I'm in Zambia, but that ends now, okay? Because me, when I imagine myself abroad, I imagine myself getting A+. I imagine myself graduating with first class distinction. Should that stop me just because I'm in Zambia? No. In Zambia, there are A+. I can get them. In Zambia, there are distinctions. I can get them. Okay? And so I was like, Pakafie, here and now. I, Lumbania Lupele, mathematics and statistics student. Hey, I will work for those A+, honestly. Third year, fourth year, don't play with me. I'm actually going into third year, so don't play with me. Like, no. But yeah, that was the biggest lesson I learned in life so far. It's simply this: you can't blame other people and you can't blame your situations for not being where you want to be. That's it. And so I can't blame, no, because I'm in Zambia, I'm studying in Zambia, that's why I'm not getting A+, that's why I'm not graduating with no! My goal is to graduate with a distinction in mathematics and statistics and then do my master's in the UK or in South Africa or Canada or Australia, and we are going to achieve that goal, okay? I haven't been like a proper student like I was in secondary, like studying and stuff, but I just want to start this journey with you guys. I've shared with you my failure and what I thought about studying in Zambia and studying abroad, but honestly, we're going to change that narrative. You can make it in a Zambian university, and I'm going to prove that. Whew. Now the whole country is waiting for me to graduate. I'm joking. And that's something else. I was actually scared. I was so scared. Like, what if I say, no, I want to graduate with a distinction, and then I don't graduate with a distinction? Yeah, my one. But you know what? Fear is not going to stop me, okay? Fear is not going to stop me, and I'm not going to blame anybody or any situation, not even fear, for not being where I want to be or not making the content I want to make, okay? So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to share, okay? You can't blame your situation. You can't blame anybody for not being where you want to be, okay? You need to get up and work towards it. And this is me today. I got up, I'm getting up, I'm working towards it. I am going to bag that distinction in mathematics and statistics, and I will come back here and we'll celebrate together. And that is the goal. We're not going abroad, but we'll get A+. We're not going abroad, but we'll get distinctions, okay? And when we get those distinctions, then we'll go abroad for the masters to get even more distinctions, okay? But yeah, to anybody who wanted to study out of the country and you ended up in Zambia and you were not happy about it, honestly, you cannot keep saying, me, but if I just went out of the country, or me, if I didn't come to this university, I went to that university, I would have been... No. Okay, we're not babies. We are really not babies. Excuses are for babies. Sorry. So you just get up, because I am, and study. Yeah, that's what I had to share with you. So yeah.